Do you feel your joints become stiff when you wake up? Stay with me for 5 minutes and transform that stiffness into freedom of movement for the whole day. Hello, I'm Dr. Emma, and today I want to guide you through a simple and gentle routine to wake up your joints. We'll work on the neck, shoulders, wrists, and hips with movements designed especially for you, who want to move better and feel younger without complications. Before we start, let me know in the comments where you're watching this video from, so I can see how far it has reached. Imagine being able to start the day releasing accumulated tension, making every movement easier, and avoiding common discomforts in the areas we use the most. That's why, in these 5 minutes, I will guide you step by step with gentle, effortless exercises, so you can do them sitting or standing, adapting to your pace and needs. First, we will begin with the neck. Slowly tilt your head to one side and then the other, feeling how the muscles that we often keep tense begin to relax. This simple action helps reduce stiffness and improves circulation in this vulnerable area. Next, we'll bring that softness to the shoulders, making circles forward and backward. You will feel them loosen and release the weight the day usually leaves stuck there. Then, we move down to the wrists, those small but very important joints that we often forget to care for. Slowly rotating them in both directions is key to improving dexterity and reducing discomfort when writing, cooking, or using your phone. We will finish with the hips, the center of movement and stability of our body. With gentle twists and circular movements, you will activate this area to improve your balance and flexibility, making your steps easier and avoiding lower back stiffness. If you do this routine daily, you will notice moving becomes freer, your body lighter, and that feeling of stiffness when you wake up will be a thing of the past. Are you ready to wake up your joints and feel renewed? Let's go together, step by step, and remember that this simple care is a gift you give yourself every day. If you liked this quick guide to improving your mobility, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss more tips to help you live with more comfort and well-being. See you in the next video. Let's wake up those joints. Let's begin with gentle neck movements, that important part we often forget to take care of. Sit comfortably, with your back straight but relaxed, and let your chin slowly drop toward your chest. Feel how those small muscles at the base of your skull and the back of your neck start to awaken. Then, slowly tilt your head to one side, as if you wanted to bring your ear closer to your shoulder, without lifting that shoulder, just bending your neck gently, without rushing. Hold that position for a couple of seconds, breathing deeply and slowly return to the center. Now, repeat on the other side with the same gentleness and attention. This simple movement awakens joints that usually stay stiff, but believe me, the benefit is greater than you imagine. You will notice how the accumulated tension begins to fade away. Next, we move to the shoulders, another area that often carries a lot of weight and stress, and if neglected, gradually makes us more limited. Imagine you are drawing circles with the tips of your shoulders. Breathe calmly and feel each rotation. Forward slowly, as if you were gently walking along a familiar path. Then backward, giving space for those muscles and joints to release and fully expand. It doesn't matter if you don't have much mobility at first. Every small turn counts and adds up to help you feel better. Feel free to make these circles at a pace that's comfortable for you, without forcing it. Remember, this moment is for you, for your body, for your well-being. Now we move on to the wrists, often forgotten but supporting much of our daily actions. Extend your arms forward, slightly apart your hands, and gently rotate your wrists to one side, as if you were drawing circles in the air with them. Do it slowly, calmly, enjoying the movement and the lightness that begins to arrive. Then, change direction. This movement activates circulation and reduces that feeling of stiffness that can appear after hours of working, cooking, or just holding something firmly. Remember, there is no rush, just the enjoyment of connecting with your body and observing how it responds. Finally, we come to the hips, that base that supports our entire body and deserves all our attention and care. Standing or sitting, move your hips in large circles, as if you were drawing a big wheel. Imagine that each movement releases accumulated tensions, preventing them from staying trapped there. First to one side, smooth and steady, without interruptions. Then to the other, allowing each lumbar vertebra and each pelvic joint to glide effortlessly. If you are sitting, you can also do small twists or sways of the pelvis, feeling how your center of gravity balances and connects you to the ground, with the stability and strength that this simple gesture can give you. The key is to go slowly, without trying to do everything perfectly or quickly. It's a dialogue, not a competition. This little daily ritual, which takes barely 5 minutes, is much more valuable than it seems. You are not only working on your mobility and flexibility, but also giving yourself a moment to listen to your body. And it is in this simplicity and consistency that you begin to notice genuine changes, feeling how your body responds with more freedom each day. I want you to imagine for a moment the difference it will make to feel younger, not only in appearance, but in movement and energy for everything you love to do. This is the door to awakening, not only your joints, but your mood and overall well-being. Allow yourself this daily gift, because those 5 minutes might hold the key to moving with more lightness and living each day with a broader smile. Today, right now, is the best time to start. Now that we have worked through the neck, shoulders, wrists, and hips, I want you to take a moment, unhurried, to feel your entire body. Notice how these small undulations and circles we have drawn with your joints have begun to awaken a slight warmth, like a gentle murmur in every area we touched. It's as if each joint is slowly waking up from a long rest, like a garden where the first rays of the sun are starting to arrive. Realize that this attention and care you give yourself is not just a physical exercise, it is an act of love towards yourself, a silent conversation with each part of your body that we sometimes forget in the whirlwind of daily life. Feel the difference in the lightness with which you now hold your head, how easy it is to move those shoulders that once felt so heavy, and the freedom that begins to show in your wrists and hips. It's not magic, it's your body remembering what it feels like to move gently and without fear. And here is the secret: we don't need grand gestures or hours to start changing how we feel. We only need that small space, those 5 minutes of tenderness and respect towards our own being. Every movement, no matter how simple it seems, is a step toward a body that wakes up and a mind that relaxes and fills with energy. Perhaps you still feel some stiffness or slight resistance in some areas, and that's okay, because precisely with time and consistency, those limits will begin to open like doors that once seemed closed and now start to give way gently. The key is patience, listening without judgment, letting the body speak to you, and responding with soft, conscious movements. You are not doing something to correct or force. You are accompanying a natural process that happens each time you decide to give yourself a moment of authentic care. This deep connection with yourself is the foundation for feeling a little freer, a little lighter, a little more alive each day. I want you to carry this feeling throughout the day, so that every time you notice tension or tiredness, you remember this moment, and that the next time your body asks for attention, you respond with the same patience and kindness. Because your joints don't just support your figure, they support your way of facing life, your ability to move with ease, and to enjoy every moment. When you move well, you feel better, and when you feel better, your outlook on the world changes, opening up to more possibilities. In these 5 minutes, you have given your body permission to soften, not to resist, to recover. This ritual is a small luxury you can give yourself every morning or whenever you feel the need to reconnect. Imagine everything that happens when your body starts to flow again: more energy, less pain, a clearer mind, a lifted spirit. It's not just mobility, it's an integral awakening born from simplicity and consistency. Now, as you finish this routine, I invite you to take one more deep breath, to feel every part of you that has changed in these minutes, even if just a little. And feel proud, because this care is the beginning of something much greater. Something that can transform not only how you move, but how you live. Remember that this invitation does not end today. It's a door left open for you to return again and again. In those simple 5 minutes lies the power to break through stiffness, fatigue, that feeling that your body no longer responds as it used to. You are awakening not just your joints, but a new way of relating to your own body, your own story. And that is the most valuable promise: to move freely, to feel light and energized at any age. So, when you decide to start again, do it with the same gentleness and love you discovered today, and allow yourself to be surprised by what your body is capable of achieving. Because after all, moving is living, and living well is the greatest gift we can give ourselves. Now, before finishing, I invite you to bring your hands to your chest, feeling the soft and steady heartbeat that connects you with life at this very moment. Connect with that vital energy flowing within you and expressing itself through every movement you just made. What you have done is not just a physical routine, it is a gesture of deep respect for your body, a silent pact to listen to it and honor it day by day. Because sometimes we think that mobility is only for those about to start a workout or a challenge, but no, it is for everyone, for you who today decided to make a small but powerful space for yourself. Feel how those minutes of gentle movement begin to spread to your inner state. It's as if, little by little, you become kinder to yourself, more aware of what you truly need. This awakening is a gift, one you can repeat anytime, regardless of age, physical condition, or the pace of the day. There is no goal to reach, only the celebration of every small gesture that brings you back home, to your body, to your being. And it's possible that at first this awakening feels a bit shy. Perhaps some stiffness still persists, or something in your body resists the stillness and slowness you offer it. That's okay. Just let those murmurs of the body be heard, without rush or demands. Allow yourself to live this experience as a constant discovery, remembering that every movement, no matter how small it seems, is an achievement, a silent victory against forgetfulness and stiffness that over time can trap us. Visualize those now awake, flexible, soft joints as if you had removed layers of dust and darkness that prevented the light from entering freely. And inside you, this feeling begins to take root, a renewed confidence in your power to care for yourself, to move without pain, to find yourself in the peace of deliberate movement. There is no hurry, no judgment, only gentle conversation and care. Make sure this moment accompanies you beyond this morning or this instant, so that whenever you feel your body heavy, whenever some part of you gets caught in stiffness, you remember this experience. Remember that your body is wise and that your joints, though sometimes forgotten, hold the key to feeling alive, to finding a state of well-being that goes far beyond the physical. Make this routine a ritual of self-love, a sacred space in your day where you allow your body to express itself freely, where you listen to it with tenderness and without expectations. Finally, I want to invite you to close your eyes for a moment, breathe deeply, and let this sensation of lightness and connection merge with your mind and heart. Imagine every part of you waking up and reinventing itself through this simple practice, a small but great act that can transform your day and your life. Feel how this silent energy begins to expand not only in your joints, but in your way of feeling and seeing the world. And as you slowly open your eyes, carry with you the certainty, moving with love is the seed that gives life to a full, light, and free existence. Perhaps right now you don't feel it all, and that's okay. Awakening is a process built step by step. But here, in this moment, you have done something valuable, something your future will deeply appreciate. You have planted the intention to move not out of obligation, but for pleasure, respect, and love. And that is the most powerful promise. No matter your age or circumstances, there is always room for our joints to awaken again, for our body to regain its fluidity, and for our life to be filled with renewed energy. So when you are ready, return to this 5-minute refuge as many times as you need. Because inside you lies that silent strength, that light waiting to be discovered every day to remind you that, truly, to move is to live, and to live well is the greatest gift we can give ourselves. Now, with your hands on your chest, feel how that deep connection extends to each of your joints. Imagine that from within you, that vital energy begins to gently whisper to your shoulders, to your wrists, to your hips and neck, reminding them that they are there to serve you, to move with you, to accompany you every step of the way. There is no need to force anything, just let calm and attention guide that little awakening. You may notice a warm sensation, a subtle tingling, or simply a space that used to feel tight now feels a bit freer. That is your body responding and thanking you for the care you give it. It's curious how sometimes that lightness can be almost imperceptible at first, but with each breath it becomes a little more present, a little more constant. Feel how that internal embrace dissolves the tensions accumulated from years, worries, and stiff postures. And that is where the true gift begins. It's not just movement, it's a deep conversation, a listening that few of us experience in the hustle and bustle of daily life. Being present in your joints, feeling them alive, feeling alive with yourself, is a way of loving yourself that goes beyond any mirror or word. As you hold yourself in this state, think about all that you have been able to do with your body so far, the steps you have walked, the arms that have embraced, the hips that have turned to look at the world, the neck that has held millions of thoughts and emotions. That deserves recognition. So, if any resistance arises, whether in the form of discomfort or doubt, give it space. Do not fight it, just observe it with the same tenderness with which you would care for a dear friend. The path to full mobility is a journey, not a race. Every small movement, every moment of attention, is a step toward more freedom and well-being. Allow this practice to become a refuge, a space you can return to whenever your body needs a break, when stiffness wants to take over, or when you simply need to reestablish that loving dialogue with yourself. Because in those moments, right there, lies the true medicine, the conscious act of caring and listening. Feel how that impulse to move with intention slowly accompanies you as you breathe deeply once more, filling your lungs with fresh air, filling your mind with calm and clarity. We are almost done, and before you open your eyes, bring your attention to the place where body and mind meet, where the will to continue this path day after day is born. This space you have created is not just a pause, it is an impulse, a gentle beginning that has the power to transform not only your mobility, but also your relationship with yourself and with the life you lead. It is the seed that, when it blooms, will allow you to walk with more joy, with less pain, and with renewed confidence in your own being. Now, when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and observe the world around you with a new gaze, a gaze that knows every movement is a gift, that every awakened joint is a story of care, respect, and self-love. Always remember that within you dwells an immense and silent strength, that spark no one can extinguish, that impulse that encourages you to keep moving, to keep awakening, to keep living fully. Because moving is not just a physical act, it is an act of rebellion against passivity, a brave declaration that today and every day you choose life. And if you ever feel you have strayed from that path, come back here, to this simple practice, to those 5 minutes that can change everything. Allow yourself to rediscover that power that has always been within your reach, that power that transforms rigidity into flow, resistance into acceptance, and that reminds you, again and again, that moving with love is not just a habit, but the deepest gift you can give yourself. So, take this silent promise, carry it in your chest like a treasure, and keep walking, always awake, always alive.